In a small town nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there stood an old school building with a history as mysterious as the shadows that loomed within its creaky corridors. 𝐥𝐤𝐤 Primary School was known for its charm, but also for a peculiar collection of toys that seemed to harbor a secret of their own. The tale began with a new teacher named Miss Theodore. She was a young, enthusiastic educator who had recently moved to the town to start her teaching career. 𝐥𝐤𝐤 Primary School seemed like the perfect place for her until she stepped into room 305, the classroom where she would be spending her days. As Miss Theodore arranged her belongings and prepared the classroom for the upcoming school year, she couldn't help but notice a dusty, forgotten box in the corner. Intrigued, she opened it and discovered a treasure trove of old toys, dolls with cracked porcelain faces, teddy bears missing an eye, and wind-up toys that emitted eerie tunes when set in motion. The previous teacher, Mrs. Beatrice, had left the toys behind without any explanation. Rumors circulated among the students that the toys were haunted, possessed by spirits of children from decades past. Miss Theodore dismissed these stories as mere superstitions, but couldn't deny the unsettling feeling that lingered in the air. On the first day of school, the children eagerly filed into room 305, their eyes widening at the sight of the peculiar toys scattered across the room. The atmosphere was charged with excitement and trepidation as the students took their seats. As the weeks passed, strange occurrences unfolded in room 305. Toys would mysteriously move from one corner to another, and soft giggles echoed through the room when no one was around. Miss Theodore dismissed these incidents as mere coincidences, attributing them to the old building's quirks. One afternoon, during a particularly stormy day, the classroom took on an eerie atmosphere. The wind howled outside, and the rain beat against the windows. As Miss Theodore was helping a student with a math problem, the lights flickered, and a chill ran down her spine. She glanced around the room and noticed the toys were arranged in a circle in the center, as if they had a life of their own. Curiosity overcoming her fear, Miss Theodore cautiously approached the circle of toys. To her astonishment, the doll's eyes seemed to follow her every move, and the wind-up toys started playing haunting melodies on their own. The students, sensing the strange energy in the room, watched in awe and terror. Suddenly, the room filled with a soft, ethereal glow, and the toys began to move in unison. The dolls danced, the teddy bears twirled, and the wind-up toys glided across the floor. It was a mesmerizing, otherworldly performance that held the students and their teacher in rapt attention. As the toys danced, a faint voice whispered through the air. It spoke of friendship, laughter, and the joy of childhood long gone. Miss Theodore and the students listened intently, feeling a deep connection with the spirits of the past. The ghostly presence seemed to convey a message of love and nostalgia, leaving everyone in the room with a profound sense of peace. The following day, the storm had cleared, and room 305 returned to its normal state. The toys were once again scattered across the room, seemingly lifeless. Miss Theodore and the students couldn't shake off the magical experience they had shared. Over time, room 305 became a place of wonder and enchantment. The toys, though still old and worn, no longer carried an aura of mystery and fear. Instead, they became cherished artifacts, a link between the present and the spirits of children who had once roamed the halls of 𝐥𝐤𝐤 Primary School. As the years passed, the tale of the haunted toys in room 305 became a cherished legend within the school. Students would pass on the story to their younger siblings, and teachers would share their own encounters with the enchanted toys. The small town had a secret that bonded its residents, a secret that transcended generations and celebrated the magic of childhood. And so, room 305 continued to hold its place in the hearts of those who had experienced the hauntingly beautiful dance of the toys and the whispers of the past. The old school building stood as a testament to the enduring spirit of 𝐥𝐤𝐤 Primary School, where the memories of bygone days lingered in the laughter of children and the magic of forgotten toys. In the quiet town of Horizon Hill, nestled at the edge of a dense, mysterious forest, stood an old Florence mansion that bore the weight of its haunted past. Locals whispered tales of strange occurrences within its dilapidated walls, but none dared to venture too close after the sun dipped below the horizon. The mansion, known as Holloway Manor, had a dark secret that had lingered for decades. Legend had it that the mansion was once the residence of the Holloway family, who tragically lost their children in a terrible fire. The fire, fueled by an unexplainable force, consumed the mansion, leaving the grieving parents with empty hearts and a scorched home. The devastated couple, unable to move on, stayed in the ruins, clinging to the memories of their lost children. As the years passed, the once grand mansion fell into a state of decay. Its windows shattered, doors creaked, and the garden, once a lush display of vibrant flora, had withered away. However, the most unsettling aspect of Holloway Manor was the collection of children's toys scattered throughout the house. Abandoned and forgotten, these toys took on a life of their own, imbued with the energy of the lost children. One gloomy evening, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the haunted mansion, drawn by the allure of ghostly tales. Among them was Rose, a curious and fearless young woman, who led the group through the overgrown garden and up the creaking steps of Holloway Manor's front porch. As they entered the mansion, a chilling wind swept through the decaying halls, causing the group to shiver in anticipation. The air was thick with an otherworldly presence, and the faint echoes of distant laughter could be heard. Unfazed, Rose led the group deeper into the mansion, passing by dusty furniture and faded wallpaper. They stumbled upon a room filled with children's toys, frozen in time. Dolls with vacant stares lined the shelves, and wind-up toys sat motionless on the floor. The room seemed to pulsate with an eerie energy, and the air became charged with an inexplicable force. Suddenly, the toys came to life. The wind-up toys started moving on their own, wheels spinning, and miniature figures dancing. Dolls blinked their glass eyes, and soft giggles filled the room. The teenagers stood frozen, their eyes wide with disbelief. Rose, however, felt a strange connection with the spirits that lingered within the toys. As the group cautiously approached the animated toys, they noticed that each one seemed to represent a different child from the Holloway family. The dolls bore striking resemblances to the long-lost daughters, and the wind-up toys mirrored the playful energy of the sons. The spirits, trapped within the toys, longed for release. Rose, guided by an unseen force, began to communicate with the ghostly children. Through a series of whispers and shared memories, she learned about the tragic night that claimed their lives and the sorrow that bound them to Holloway Manor. Determined to help the lost souls find peace, Rose and her friends embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the fire. As they delved into the mansion's history, they discovered a hidden attic where the remnants of a burnt diary revealed the heartbreaking tale of the Holloway family. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the group worked tirelessly to unravel the mysteries surrounding the haunted toys. They gathered artifacts from the mansion, including charred mementos salvaged from the fire, and arranged a makeshift memorial in the garden. As they did so, a sense of release and relief filled the air. The toys, no longer bound by the weight of their tragic past, ceased their animated dance. The once haunted mansion felt lighter, and the spectral laughter that had echoed through the halls transformed into a gentle breeze that carried the whispers of gratitude. Holloway Manor, once a place of sorrow and despair, became a symbol of redemption. The townspeople, who had long avoided the mansion, now saw it with newfound respect. The garden, once withered, began to bloom again, and the mansion itself seemed to regain a semblance of its former grandeur. As for Rose and her friends, they became the caretakers of the now-restored Holloway Manor. The spirits of the children, freed from the confines of the toys, visited the mansion from time to time, leaving behind a sense of warmth and gratitude. The once haunted children's toys, now silent, and still served as a poignant reminder of the transformative power of compassion and the ability to find peace in the face of tragedy.